Hey guys, I'm JD Ross, and today I'm going to install these Hall sensor sticks for the Steam Deck. Let's talk about the things that you will need. First, you'll need something to put your Steam Deck on. If you don't have something like this, you could use your Steam Deck case. You could face it down like that on that part. And a screw set. I have the iFixit Essentials. First, you have to check what kind of sticks do you have. There's either type A or type B. Let's go to settings, system. Let's go to there. Scroll down a bit here, and you'll see that both my right and left is type A. And then let's power off. And then we're going to put this on battery storage mode, so we won't accidentally turn on the Steam Deck in case I touch the power button by accident. To do that, you have to hold the volume up and then press the power button once. There we go. Go to setup, power, battery storage mode, and then press A. There we go. Now even if you try to turn it on, it won't. Next is make sure to remove your SD card. If you don't do this, it will kill your SD card or snap it in half. So on the back we have 8 screws, and there are 2 kinds of screws. Short screws on the middle and long screws on the sides or corners. Now I'm going to use this one, 0. After removing the screws, we now have to remove the back cover. And to do that, we're going to need something like this. I usually start doing it from the corner or here on this part, near the triggers, usually on the right side, just because I'm right-handed. There we go. When you insert it, run it down like this. Be patient, don't rush it. Just run it down. You hear that click? Just keep going. And there we go. At this point, when it's opened up like this, you could just slowly, very carefully open it up like that. Now usually it comes off easier, and the reason it's not coming off is because this kind of backplate has a sticky part on it. If you watch my previous video, I took it off really easy. It's because in that video I'm using the stock back cover, and this one came from JSOX, so yeah, it's a bit sticky. As you see here, the sticks are easily accessible, and this Hall sensor sticks is a non-solder version, so that's why I got it, because I don't know how to solder. The first step is we have to unplug the battery, but the battery connector is underneath this plate, so we're gonna have to remove that. And the one that I like to use is this one, the 00. There are 3 screws in this plate. There's one here, and there's one here, and there's another one underneath this foil. For the foil, you could use tweezers if you don't have a nail to do it, but mine is a little bit loose now because I've already opened my Steam Deck before, so I could just use my fingernail. But don't rip the thing apart, just remove it partially, like that. This is the battery connector. Now, what you're going to do is you pull it to the right very slowly and firmly. At the same time, you could use your other finger and push this one. Let's remove it. There we go. It's out. Let's go to the sticks. But first, let's unbox this. These are the sticks. As you see, compared to the previous sticks that GuliKit sells, this one has the sticks that looks exactly like the one on the Steam Deck. And it even has the sensor, the touch sensor on the top, which means we don't have to solder anymore. I remember earlier I checked if I have a Type A stick. On the back, there's a Type B and A switch. I'm going to put mine on Type A, like that. Let's do it on the other one as well. Oh, the other one is already on Type A. Let's start attaching it from the right side. The first thing that we have to do is unclip this black thing. Pull it up a bit, like that. See? Okay, and then pull this plastic out. Like that. And then we can now remove the screws. Then we're going to put the one from GuliKit. And then we're going to plug this cable back in. It's a bit tricky because it's very small and it's very thin, so just be careful. There we go. Okay, now let's go to the right stick. And we're done. All we have to do is reassemble the Steam Deck. Okay, done reassembling, and now we're going to calibrate the sticks, which means we have to turn this on. Oh wait, my SD card is still not in the Steam Deck. Put my SD card in there. Now to turn this on, you're gonna need some power. Just plug it once and it should turn on the Steam Deck. There we go, that's enough. Now we have to go to desktop mode and then find console. If you don't have console here, just go here and then type console. And then type thumbstick underscore cal and then press enter. Now in this part you don't actually have to do anything, you just press A. On step 2 you have to rotate the two sticks 360 degrees twice. It doesn't matter what direction it is. Just rotate them twice. And then press A. And then press A again. Now let's go to gaming mode. Okay, before we continue with the calibration and stuff, I just wanted to touch on the sticks. The sticks actually looks just like the original, but not entirely. When it comes to the resistance of it, okay, it feels the same, except for these touchpads on the top. This one is from the stock. Now it's a bit dirty, I know, but you can see the texture, right? This one does not have texture on it, it's just smooth. That's how you can tell the difference, but the movement, it's the same. Yeah. Let's talk about dead zones. The default dead zone of a stick from the Steam Deck is so big. As you see, even if I move this around, and if I let it go, it goes to the center. It barely moves. It does move, kind of moves if you can see it. See? It's moving, but it's dead center. What we can do here is reduce the dead zone to something way smaller. We're probably not gonna put it on 0 because there's no 0, it's 2000, and the smallest one I could maybe put it on 2.6. I'd increase it to maybe 2.8. 2.8 is nice, it's not the minimum, but it's way smaller than the default one. Let's change the one on the right stick. There we go. And that's my new dead zone. So how does this help? This would help you do precise movements, especially on shooter games. Another advantage of Hall sticks is that they are supposedly the kind of sticks that will not get stick drift. So if you are having stick drift on your Steam Deck, you should definitely get these. But if you're not, you could also buy this as a precaution so you don't get stick drifts in the future. I will link this in the description. I think it's around $30, but I got it on a discount because it's on a local store. Okay, let's test it on a game. I'm gonna aim, and as you see, I'm going to move very slowly here on the right stick, and I can make very precise movements here. Try to go as slow as possible. See, slow movements, slow upwards movements. So nice. Now another thing that I want to test is the gyro. If the touch sensor will activate it. Let's enable gyro in this game for a bit. Okay, it does work. See, I'm going to aim. And it works. Now if you're wondering how it's working with the thumb grip, it's because this is a D brand thumb grip. I think it's conductive, which means even if you attach it to your thumbstick, the touchpad still works. So that's kind of cool, right? So that's it for this video. I hope I help you if you're ever deciding to buy these sticks. And if you have any requests, comment it down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.